Aujourd'hui, on commence un nouveau type de verbe qui s'appelle le conditionnel. Okay? On va commencer avec les formes. La majorité des formes utilisent l'infinitif et puis les terminaisons de l'imparfait. What's the infinitif? It's the whole verb when you don't conjugate at all. So parler, just like that, infinitif. Finir, that's the infinitif. Vendre, that's the infinitive. These are the only verbs where you're going to take off the E before you do the ending. So these, it's the whole verb. RE verbs, you're going to take off the E first, because check this out. All of these verbs have an R here, before the ending. So conditionnel, all the stems, which is that first chunk, end with an R. Then you're going to have the endings that are the same as imparfait. AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT. Every verb has those endings. So if you already know the imparfait endings, you're set. Yeah, you just have to learn the stems for the conditionnel. So we have je finirai, tu finirais, il finirait, nous finirions, vous finiriez, il finirait. So the first three and the last one sound the same. Finirait. That's all one sound. Finirait. Okay? And then, il y a des verbes avec des stems irréguliers. So some verbs you don't get to just take the whole verb and add the endings. For example, avoir, you have to change it to or, A-U-R, and then you add the endings. So faire changes to F-E-R, and then you still have the same endings we just did. The imparfait endings. So we have je ferai, tu ferais, il ferait, nous ferions, vous feriez, il ferait. You have to do that for all of these. We just have to know that aller changes to IR, venir changes to VIENDR. And notice again, all of these end with an R before the ending starts. Pay extra attention to which ones have a double R. Pouvoir, envoyer, voir, and courir. Once you have these down, the next verbs we're going to do are going to be super easy. We're going to do the future. They're exactly like this with different endings. But all of these stems you're going to use for the future too. Pourquoi utiliser le conditionnel? Believe it or not, you've been using the conditional since the very beginning of French 1 and you didn't even know it. To be more polite. Like you learned how to go to a cafe and ask for something. Je voudrais un café. As opposed to je veux un café. That's very stern. I want a coffee. I would like a coffee. So you've been doing it this whole time. Numéro 2. Si je gagnais à la loterie, je voyagerais en Europe. If I won the lottery, I would travel in Europe. How likely is it that I'm going to win the lottery? Not very. But is it possible? It is. I have my husband playing, so hopefully one day he will. But, so it's not that possible, but it's possible. And so if I did, what would I do? I would travel to Europe. So it's a hypothetical. Notice I can say the same sentence in a different order. Je voyagerais en Europe si je gagnais la loterie. It doesn't change anything. The important thing is that it goes si imparfait conditionnel. So the part that's with si is imparfait. Imparfait. So it's not that the imparfait is at the beginning, it's the part with si that's imparfait. Sorry, I didn't make the whole word red there. The second verb that's not with si is conditionnel. So in the second part, in the second form of the sentence, conditional is at the beginning. So it's not an order, it's the part that goes with si is imparfait, the other verb is conditional. And this is talk about a situation that's not probable but possible. Say possible mais pas probable, because we're going to have some other situations coming this year and next year, and this is one of them. So hypothetical that's possible but not probable. If I won the lottery, I would travel to Europe. Okay, voila.